Are you tired? Are you tired of winter? Are you tired of the war? Are you tired of hearing about inflation or interest rates? Are you tired about the market bouncing around, mostly down this year? This is Tyson Ray, financial advisor at Form Wealth Advisors, where we exist to help make life better for our clients and those in our community. The uncertainty in the war in Ukraine and with the rising interest rate environment we're heading into, the market pulled back a little bit again in April, finishing down. But how are you doing? How do you feel about all this? I think people are exhausted. I mean, we had 2 years of COVID and all the uncertainty with that, and now it's the uncertainty of this war that continues to play itself out, this conversation that keeps happening about interest rates and the Federal Reserve, and then inflation, which is sometimes misunderstood, but everybody's feeling the fact that things are costing more. And on top of all of that, we're having pullbacks not only in the markets, but also in bond portfolios. I'm feeling tired. How are you feeling about those things? There's a big difference between facts and feelings, and sometimes I understand that facts can't address my feelings, but I want to try and make decisions regarding long-term investments based on facts. Here's the Consumer Confidence Report for March that came out, and it reflected how bad we are all feeling, that we don't have a lot of confidence about a lot of things. I mean, for crying out loud, it snowed again. And yet, at the same time, I want to go back and get some perspective from history about what this report can tell me about making decisions regarding our finances. And so let's go back to the last time we had a low confidence report. And if we go back to 1990, and I picked that for a reason, in October of 1990, we had a very low reading similar to the one we just had here in March. And yet, that was 2 months into the Gulf War. And we as Americans were concerned because we're at war. And yet, what I want to show that this report reflects is from that point forward, for the next 12 months, the market rallied 29%. Now I want to draw your attention to what I feel is the most confidence we've ever had in the markets and the economy of the United States, and that was in January of 2000. It was the end of the 90s run of the bull market. It was the top of the tech bubble itself, and we were as confident as we have ever been relative to this survey, and yet the next 12 months the market earned a negative 2%. And what that tells me is how we feel and what then ends up happening are completely opposite. And if we go back and look at the financial crisis in 2008, again, a very low reading, and yet the next 12 months, the markets rallied 22%. If we went back and looked at COVID, they shut the world down in April of 2020, and we had a low reading, and yet the next 12 months, the market rallied over 40%. And so what I want to tell you is, as though you may be tired and though you may not be feeling really confident about things, what I'm confident is that I think that the uncertainty creates the opportunity, and that these markets tend to take advantage of those that act on their feelings, and that's something we don't want you to do here at Form Wealth. The purpose of these up or down videos is to try and bring a little understanding about what you should be doing with your long-term investments based on what is going on. And so this is Tyson Ray, financial advisor at Form Wealth Advisors, where we exist to help make life better for our clients and those in our community.